It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, August 14th,
Whoop, whoop.
2019.
Another beautiful morning. Still
not
muggy, but still a good morning.
Yep. Got
Okay,
some sunlight out the front window.
Yeah. Still muggy and foggy out, though.
It will be for a few more weeks, and then we'll start getting into those fall temperatures and cool off a little bit.
There you go. Is your grass still growing or starting to slow down yet?
Baling hay, dude. Baling hay.
That's what I figured. Here shortly, I'm about to think it's going to stun itself and start slowing down, but no.
Nope, not mine.
No.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis, brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Check out their 3 locations. We got Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. We got 62 East Plaza, and today is the day. Balmer Boulevard's going to get busy.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Going to get busy.
With the school open and all the kids stopping by to get pepped up and the teachers stopping by just try to keep up. So
Good luck.
It's pretty much how it's going to go.
Brood Awakening Coffee. Once again, if you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Check out any of the 3 locations. Like I said, Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. And, of course, you got 62 East Plaza, Balmer Boulevard. Mike and the staff do a great job. Who was saying the other day that they spot the certain car and they already have it ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They see your car. They already know what you want. They got it ready when you pull up.
Hand it out the window. The cash is ready. Just keep on going.
There you
How's
go.
that for organization? Brood Awakening Coffee, 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. 29 Roller Funeral Homes in Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respect. Here in Mountain Home, talk to Brad, Charlotte, Bruce, Chris. Anybody there can help you. Pre-plan, whatever it may be, emergency situation, non-emergency situation, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, right?
There you go. Like I said, if you want to see the difference of Roller Funeral Home, just go there and talk to any one of them. I'll tell you, you'll find out real quick where their heart is at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, we'll pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, when in elementary school, I can remember that dreaded, anxious feeling of the first day of school after summer break. And I'm sure there's a bunch of grumbling kids not really wanting to go back to school today, but deep down, they're really ready. Some area schools have worked to help students with added nutrition and school supplies, which is to help every student be a success this year. Every teacher in every school desires every student to be a success. My prayer today, Lord, you bless our schools and make each school be safe from evil and danger. And may each student experience success this season. It's my prayer today. Amen. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
oh no.
Da, da, da,
What'd you do, tighten your shoelaces? How'd you hit that high note?
I don't know. Don't ask. You don't want to know.
Just Sprite. Okay.
Just Sprite. Yeah, I'm on my Sprite kick this morning.
Nothing mixed in, right?
No, I'm good.
We need that analyzed.
Yeah, right.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. That's where we find the live shot of the fog in Cotter.
I told you it's a foggy morning on the screenshot. You can kind of see.
When there's no fog, you can see the river coming around Cotter. The camera's in Marion County looking into Baxter County.
Kind of see Cotter Island there.
You see the top of Cotter anyway. With the sunlight, though, the way it is, we'll be able to see it here in a few minutes. It's 7:04, almost 7:05.
That's a beautiful shot, though.
It
just
is.
like that.
It really is. Yeah.
I'm impressed.
62 Fort Trail Bridge to the left of your screen. Excuse me. The river comes in, curves around the city of Cotter. Beautiful shot. We'll check it here in a few more minutes. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, need some property, Arkansas or Missouri. Give them a call, 870-405-0793, RetireToArkansas.net. Once again, some of my friends in Southern Illinois and St. Louis County, St. Louis, and South County, St. Louis are getting ready to retire. Check out RetireToArkansas.net. Pre-planned. Come on down. Love to have you.
I'm
Get out of
not
those.
shocked at the statement. I'm just shocked that you got friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I still got a few left over. Funny thing is, they're getting old and I'm not. Ha ha ha. I get a few. I get some text on Facebook from St. Louis over that one. Anyway, check it out. RetireToArkansas.net. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team. Right now in Mountain Home, 70 degrees and Flippin's at 70. 69 in Harrison, though. 71 at Yellow, 70 at Salem, 70 at Calico Rock, 72 at Mountain View, Arkansas, 69 in St. Louis right now, 71 in Poplar Bluff, 70 in West Plains, Branson at 68. Look at Watford City, North Dakota.
I'm going to go to Branson. It's the coolest around here.
43 in North Dakota right now. Doppler radar. A little bit coming into Kansas, some parts of Oklahoma and Texas. Texas getting some shower activity. We've got some showers on the Arkansas-Louisiana state line. Not seeing much going on in Missouri and Illinois right now. A lot of humidity, looks like.
I feel like we may have a couple little popping up there around Little Rock.
Yeah, it could be. I'm going to hit that Little Rock stop because there has been some showers out there this morning. You see in extreme southeast Arkansas to the east of El Dorado, you've got some showers right across the Arkansas-Louisiana line. Excuse me. Then east of Little Rock on I-40, some showers between, I'm going to say, McCrory, Augusta, and Batesville as it comes up to the north-northwest. 62, 412 east and west is clear, as well as I-49. Other than that, Interstates 30, 40, and 55 could be affected by these, along with Interstate 555. Back that out, and let's take a look at St. Louis. Yeah, a little bit east of the river. We'll start over on I-70, Columbia coming into St. Louis, and I-70 East, Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon, a little bit of shower activity around Cahokia, DuPont, and places like that. You see I-24 at 57 down by Carbondale, Illinois with no shower activity, but I-55 around Farmington, Missouri, getting some showers, as well as I-44 at Rolla, 103-mile trip from Rolla to St. Louis with some showers right there. But you know, a little bit of rain up there. Southwest Missouri, a little bit of shower activity showing up on I-44 at Joplin, between Joplin and Springfield, a little bit between Springfield and Lebanon. Now, some of this may not even be hitting the ground. It may be too light to hit the ground. But once again, I-70 is clear from Kansas City to Columbia, and then you see Jefferson City on Highway 63 with no problems there. Forecast map, we're not under any heat advisories in Arkansas today. The heat advisories are in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. Ha! Caleb's in a heat advisory today. Excessive heat warning, in the desert. Southern California and Arizona, where it should be. A little bit of fog just south of Chicago, a little bit of fog along the Indiana-Ohio line. Not affecting us at all. Our 7-day forecast for today, high of 90 degrees with patchy fog. Tonight, low of 66 with clear skies. Tomorrow, only a high of 88 with a low of 70.
I can live with that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Friday, a high of 91, low of 72. Saturday, 20% chance of showers, high of 91, low of 72. 30% chance of showers on Sunday with another high of 88.
If we could just get the humidity levels down, it wouldn't feel so bad.
Oh, yeah. The temperature's not been a factor. I mean,
just
no.
been the temp with the humidity is what becomes a factor.
Monday in Little Rock, oh my goodness. 104 degrees at the state capitol that afternoon with a dew point of like 73. Whoa. We have a little bit of slow-moving traffic on I-30 from Little Rock going towards Benton. They got some traffic issues there, and other than that, nothing going on in the state of Arkansas. Let me put iDrive Arkansas's radar map. You can see the shower activity in the southern part of the state right there. You can check Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee from iDrive Arkansas. Speaking of Missouri, the Missouri Department of Transportation, you still have some road construction, some repaving on Highway 142 from Bakersfield to Thayer, back over to Doniphan, Missouri. Other than that, just there is a little bit here. Let's see what they've got going on here. Is that on 60? There's a work zone on US 60 westbound in Howell County, Missouri. Roadside work scheduled from the 13th of August through, should be ending later on today. So check your route, check your construction zones, and Missouri's got some very, very strict construction zones. You're coming off Mississippi River from Tennessee into Boot Hill, Missouri. It says work zone fines $10,000, lose your license if you hit one of those workers. So they take it pretty serious in Missouri. So check out your route before you travel. Allergy sufferers today. You're going to be suffering today a 9.5. Today, medium high ragweed, chenopod's, and nettle. Tomorrow, 9.7.
Yeah, it's getting high. We're starting to bring in the next round of pollen.
9.5 today with a 9.7 tomorrow. Wow. One more look. How much time has passed? The fog's still kind of floating around Cotter.
I think it's gotten a little worse.
I think so.
Can't really see a lot of Cotter Island.
No. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. Buying, selling, need some property, Arkansas or Missouri. They've got the team set up. They can cover from Marshall to Mountain View, all the way up into Missouri and wherever you want. Give them a call, 870-405-0793, retireToArkansas.net. And Old Time Restaurant on Square Mountain Home brings to the community calendar each and every day, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. Best breakfast, best lunch in town.
For breakfast, we got one of your favorites, the breakfast burrito.
Yes.
Those big, fat, juicy, pack full of goodness, sausage, eggs, you name it, it's in it. But we got breakfast burrito, side of hash brown, only $5.88. Can't beat it. Or for lunch, you got a choice between ham and beans or liver and onions. Both come with 2 sides, roll of cornbread for $6.88.
There you go.
Just go in and have a slice of pie and grab a cup of coffee and
What kind of pies you got in the cupboard today?
I know they got coconut cream pie and vinegar pie, and I'm not sure on the rest, to be honest with you. I know she's got a couple more in there, but I'm not even sure what they are.
Any cobblers?
Yes, there is.
Cherry, apple, peach?
I believe it's cherry. I'm not positive.
Good stuff. All
but
right.
She's always got cobbler in there.
Old Time Restaurant on the Square at Mountain Home, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. Right now, let's see, today we have Cotter's Tree City USA Board meeting. They'll meet at 5 o'clock at the Cotter City Hall. Bread of Life Kitchen, held at Word of Life Church at 310 South Main in Mountain Home. Meal is free, donations are accepted today from 3 to 5. Baxter Marion Rural Water Association, number 1 meeting, August 15th from 10 to 11. The Board of Directors will meet Thursday, August 15th at 10. Neil Hodges from NSDA will be there to meet with the board also for next year. Also, officers for next year be elected. Meeting will be at the Oakland Community Center in Oakland, Arkansas.
I don't really have anything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm out.
Wow.
Everything's going. I know we've been pushing the OFA, the Ozark Football Association. I think they're just starting their practices up. If you still need to get on, now's the time. You got a child between 3rd and 6th grade that's interested in playing football. You can go to ozarkfootballassociation.com and get them signed up.
And today, of course, many school buses will be out and about. And we've talked about this several times this week. The main drag through Mountain Home, 5 lanes. You're coming through from, say, Kent Chevrolet, Pizza Hut, Pizza Inn out by Commerce in front of McDonald's. All lanes have to stop. You see the flashing lights.
I'm gonna simplify it. If you're not on the bypass,
You got to stop.
you have to stop, no matter
The
which
bypass is the
direction,
only
which
place
lane you're in. But if you're not on the bypass, you have to stop. And if you're on the bypass, if you're on the same direction, you have to stop. But if you're on the other side of that median, you don't have to.
Yep. All right, 7:13 coming up on 7:14. I guess we'll take the break early, huh? Bring on
There
Mountain
you
Home
go.
Christian Academy.
How
Mountain
did
Home
that
Christian
happen?
Academy is our guest today. We're finishing up our focus on the area schools, and so stick around. We'll be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Take a step. $7:18 real quick. Let's see. We have Friday night block party. They're going to be giving out scholarships for children of Baxter County and Marion County police officers at the event. What do you got? Oh, you got the whole deal here. Why don't you read it?
Yeah, you go right ahead. You're better with that.
Let's see, Friday, August
the
16th.
Z team is actually putting this on.
The Z team's doing it. Yeah, this week's sponsor is Bob and Linda Zadora on behalf of the Twin Lakes Retired Police Officers Scholarship Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization with the purpose of funding scholarships for children and grandchildren of active and retired law enforcement officers. They'll be awarding scholarships to the 2019-2020 recipients. And for more information, call Bob Zadora at 405-5407. Burning Daylight is a local band playing positive country. Positive country?
What do you mean?
Country.
It's country.
You know what? When you play country music backwards, you get your mobile home, your truck, your dog, and your ex-wife back.
That's why it's positive country.
But they do have contemporary gospel. What about some Southern rock or some British stuff? How about some Rolling Stones?
What's wrong with country?
Don't get me started.
Are you literally just a one-sided individual? I like this music and only this.
And I like rock, and rock.
See, there's the problem. See, I can live with country, rock. I like.
Moving right along.
All right.
Mountain Home Christian Academy is here. Lori, I'll let you introduce everybody. Welcome.
Cool.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having us. So, on the end, we have one of our brand new board members, Mrs. Rosalyn Blagg.
Good morning.
Howdy,
Yes. And then next to me is one of our administrative team members from our early education department, and her name is Mrs. Robin Gomez.
Morning.
And
Welcome
I'm Lori
aboard, everybody.
Mathis, the administrator.
A lot of good things going on at Mountain Home Christian Academy.
Always.
So, where do we want to start?
Well,
What's
I
your
want
first
to make
day?
sure our first day of school is next Monday, August 19th. But we do have open house this Thursday from 6 to 7, Thursday, August 15th, at the campus. All of our facilities will be open, and so might as well put that out there right
And
away.
what was the
There
time?
you go.
From 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening,
6 to 7.
Thursday, August 15th.
Cool. Nice campus. Beautiful.
Beautiful. It really
facilities.
is. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So we're excited. You know that we offer preschool age 3, K4 and K5, and then all the way up through 12th grade. And our high school program is an online program.
It is.
So that we're able to offer accredited classes.
It's 100%.
We have a couple of classes. There's a Bible class, a Spanish class that are live classes. We do have facilitators that are there that work with the students, so even though they're doing their coursework online, we have 2 teachers in the classroom that are there helping the students. And then they also have, like, they're on a schedule. Even though it's online, they are on a schedule. So when they're at school, they're part of the school and the way the school functions. So they meet in the mornings with the rest of the school. They have breaks. And
What's your thoughts on online?
well, you know, there's more and more of that. The reason we went to online is because as a private school without federal or state funding, it's very expensive to provide all of the classes you need for high school
accreditation.
and have that number of teachers that you need to teach all of those classes. And really, you need to be able to offer accreditation at that level. And so years ago, as I began researching it, I found that a lot of private Christian schools were going to online education because it was an affordability issue. And so I've also heard that even a lot of the public schools are requiring some online courses because that's a lot of
Is that the way
education is going.
Yeah, and also I think, Lori, just as an educator in
Yes.
general, the idea is to be able to offer those classes that are going to prepare kiddos for for college at the next level. So
Yes.
for smaller academies to offer courses, and if someone needs a chemistry course, well, you're not going to have a full class of chemistry students, and so I think it's really a good opportunity and a good solution for smaller schools to be able to offer some quality online instruction.
Absolutely.
Now, are all the students at home or all the students at the school all the time? How is it?
They're at school. We keep attendance.
Okay.
And so they work at school. If they're sick or they have to be away for some reason, they are able to complete their work at home or wherever they are. But all of our students come to school every day. And we also offer a concurrent Spanish class with ASU Mountain Home, and looking at the possibility of some other classes as well.
What comes to mind is the self-discipline to be able to do online courses.
Definitely.
We'll get around to that about 10 o'clock.
And that's probably why they have it set up where you have to come to school and you're
Right.
at school doing it there. Because at home, the discipline, especially at somebody that age, to
That's right.
keep up and stay on track, and
Right.
it would be a little tough.
Part of the responsibility of our facilitators and teachers really that are in the classroom is to they monitor the progress, and we have expectations for the students that they're given at the start of the school year. So let's say at the 9-week mark, everybody has to be 25% into their curriculum on all subjects. And if they're not, if they're lagging behind for some reason, then we sit down and we have a conversation, find out what's going on. If we need to involve the parents, we do. But there are expectations for that very reason.
Yeah.
Try to help them stay motivated. So that's kind of how our online high school is. And
who would have thought, you think about when I was in, Roz probably relate to this, grade school. If you got 5 or 6 channels on the TV after school, you were a tall cotton. I mean,
Right. I remember when I first went home, Dale, and my parents had gotten a color TV while I'd been at school that day.
Oh, wow.
And Bozo was on.
and red nose and everything.
My mother couldn't wait to have that on for us to see. And his hair was supposed to kind of be red, but it was really kind of a glowy orange yellow on our television screen, but we were excited.
I remember the first color TV I ever saw was in East St. Louis, Illinois. We were going into a furniture store called Lori's. And Sing Along with Mitch Miller was on. He had a purple face.
Oh, yeah.
Lobby
for
color.
sure.
That's right.
It was color.
That's right. It was color.
Coordinated it wasn't.
That's right.
What are you laughing at?
Things
You were born with
things have
color
changed.
TV.
Oh, yeah. I'm not making any comment there. I'm pleading the fifth on this one.
We were just glad to be beyond the horse and buggy days, were we, Dale?
But it was fun. How has education changed? Have you all been in education a long time? In first grade, we were sit down, get your papers out, do your work. Now all of that has kind of changed. Kindergarten, you have, what was that
Okay, so we have PK3.
PK3.
So we have for 3-year-olds, and then we have K4, which is for a 4-year-old kindergarten.
So how do you stair step it from 3 to 4 to 5 years old on into first grade? How do you get it?
Our program, we have a structured curriculum for the 3-year-olds all the way up, and they begin learning the sounds of their letters to recognize their letters, numbers 1 through 30. It's wonderful, and there's a great emphasis on early reading. So even when they move up into K4, and Mrs. Gomez, you having been one of our K4 teachers, you might speak to this, but they are learning, I believe, 1 and 2 vowel words. They're learning to read sentences. They're learning the formation of their letters for cursive writing. By the time they're in kindergarten, they're reading. By the time they finish kindergarten, they are reading. They have their own little books that they read, little stories, and they can write their name and other words in cursive writing.
In kindergarten.
Wow.
So we use a curriculum called Abeka.
Oh, yeah.
And it's widely used by private Christian schools. It's distinctly Christian, and it is very traditional. So even though there's a very progressive move in education, there's a lot of research out there that indicates that some of the traditional methods of education really do stand the test of time.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up because we were talking with Tracy Luttrell from Flippin', and was it Vanessa? I think it was Cotter, Vanessa Thomas, and her crew were here yesterday about the reading. They're going back to the science of reading. And this word phonics is coming back into play. I thought, I had that in second grade in 1965.
We have it even in our preschool program already.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. That's, in fact, Mrs. Mathis was touching on the difference of each grade and kind of what they touch on. But I've had the unique perspective of being a teacher and a parent that have of children that have gone through this program recently, and as far as our early education. And my daughter was one of the first in the 3-year-old program because we've had it 4. This will be our 4th year now. And just at the end of the year, you see the kids as a teacher and a parent. You see them when they start, and you're like, wow, I see the curriculum, and that's a lot of expectation. But by the end of the year, what they're able to accomplish at such a young age, it blew me away. So my 3-year-old daughter, by the end of her 3- and 4-year-old year in this preschool, was able to write her name, knew all of her letters and their sounds. Now, not everybody can do that. But that the progression of seeing her from 3 and then 4 at the end of the K4 program, know her letter sounds, but also be able to read a sentence. And some of them, they might not be quite as far along at 4 and 5 to read a sentence, but a lot of them, all of my students last year could write their first and last name. They could write probably better than I could, honestly. And they knew how to sound out at least 3-letter words. And like I said, some of them sentences. And this is before they go to kindergarten. And I don't know about y'all, but I know that I remember it was probably, I want to say, first and second grade before we started learning to read. So to see what they're able to accomplish due to this curriculum and the excellent teaching, it's phenomenal to me. And then, of course, kindergarten, like Mrs. Mathis touched on, the kindergartners, they already get into some science and some history and really learn some in-depth Bible stories, as well as K4 and PK3 too. Really? And the cursive is what got me. My son could write his name and sentences and words in cursive, and that blew me away. When I saw him come home and write in cursive, it blew me away.
In first grade, we had the 3-word sentence. See Jack run.
Yes.
Run Jack run.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
See Jack's dog. Run dog run. You know.
Yes.
You know, in second grade we got into the phonics.
Right.
So now where you at, you could say phone, F-O-N-E or P-H-O-N-E. So how, you know, so where do you start with the PH?
The special sounds is what we
The
would call that.
special
Then
sound,
that actually starts in kindergarten.
Really?
So in K4, in the program that I have taught,
That was like second grade.
Exactly. Well, and it's it builds, so they lay the foundation early in the PK3 program with just the simple short vowel sounds and, of course, the consonants of the alphabet. But then in K4, we learn our short vowel sounds and our long vowel sounds, and we learn how to use blends. So that's the beginning of the phonics right there, is learning how to do blends with your short vowel sounds and your long vowel sounds. So
And
they're
it's the
prepared.
science of reading on how to decode the sound of
Yes.
each word instead of, oh, that word's August. I
Right,
recognize
just
that word.
remembering
Yeah.
it. It's giving them, empowering them on, I can do this. I know how to do this. And so by the end of that K4 year, you know, whether they stay with our school or they go on to public, they know how to read, you know, and they know how to work it out for themselves.
Exactly.
Based on, you know, even the smallest of the 1-vowel rule or the 2-vowel rule in phonics. And then they go on to the more special sounds in kindergarten. So
7:31, time for a break. More with Mountain Home Christian Academy right after this. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox, safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
.735, visiting with Mountain Home Christian Academy. And how do you instill success in every student? I mean, you know, it's not a teacher or an administrator's desire to see somebody walk out flunking, not knowing. It's we've had people on the last week that we're going to try this, we're doing this. You've got free school supplies and some, you got reduced lunches, free lunches, breakfast, you've got midday lunch or midday brunch, just anything, trying anything. Because I can remember I was telling Vanessa yesterday from Cotter, you know, we started school about 8:05, and by 10 after 10, I'm starving.
Right.
You know? And it's so hard to concentrate. You know, you start getting that dull headache because you're so hungry, and it's like 90 more minutes for lunch. What do you do? I mean, how do you ensure success in every kid?
Well, you know, I don't know that there's one answer, but I know some of the things that we try to focus on over at the Christian Academy are we really encourage parental involvement, and we state to the parents up front, we're not here to do your job, but we are here to partner with you. And we find that our most successful students are the students with the most parental involvement. That said, we do everything we can to prepare and equip our teachers. We are very, very proud of our teachers. They are there really feeling this is a call for them. And so we talked even yesterday during some of our in-service sessions, the difference of acknowledgement and ways to acknowledge students and to convey to them that you genuinely care about them and their success truly matters to you as an educator. And so we spent some time talking about just acknowledgement of people. And so, but I do think parental involvement is key. I think that it starts in the classroom. For us, it starts with our teachers at school, but we really encourage parental involvement because I think that when the child knows that it's important at home and then they come to school and it's important at school, you know, then the message is clear.
What I find important is for somebody other than the parents to listen to the interest of the kids. I'll use it. He's getting tired of hearing it, but I told it yesterday. When I was 10 years old, I was a member of First Baptist Church of Fairview Heights, Illinois. It was the largest Southern Baptist church by attendance at that time in the state. At 10 years old, I started doing the sound system. Of course, in those days, it wasn't as elaborate as what it is now, but it was still, you didn't want to mess up. Because of that, I got jukeboxes sitting in a TV studio. Can you fix this? You know, it's funny. I still get calls. Do you have a spare mixing console sitting right? Yeah, I sure do. You want to borrow it?
That's your passion.
Just happen to have one here in your back pocket.
Yes. And so listening to the, you know, I was 10 years old. I mean, you had a whole bunch of deacons and elders out there like that. Here's a 10-year-old kid doing it. They listen. And of course, they said, they talked to my dad. You think you can handle it? I think you can handle it.
That's awesome.
You know. And
opportunity.
I think that's a great point. From the time that I was teaching sixth graders back many years ago, just validating their interest and letting them see from another adult that what they had to say did matter, and that you could be interested in what they were interested in and allow them to dream their dreams about what they want to do and find their passion in life and help them succeed in getting there. You know, I think that's vital to a child's success, and having that. There are all those other things about providing basic needs like food and making sure that they're warm when they come to school and that they're comfortable and their tummies are full, but also validating that student and what they want out of life and listening to them and looking into their eyes. I think that's so important for teachers.
Absolutely. And I think, honestly, I completely agree. And due to our class size being so much smaller, I think we do have more one-on-one time to not just see their interests, but see their strengths and their gifts and help to pull those out. And, sometimes, especially with the age that I deal with, they might not see a strength. And it doesn't mean that's their only one or their only gift. But, saying, hey, you know what, you're really generous or you're really thoughtful, and helping them to develop that gift more. And that's something else that I think that we do that helps to kind of ensure the success of each individual student, is teaching character traits. That's something that is an actual part of our curriculum. And, it's taught, I think, even from...
How do you describe a character trait?
Okay, so like I said, it's an actual part of our curriculum. And so we, as a teacher, get up in front of the classroom and we have, 2 different cards, let's say on self-control. And we teach them, a 3-year-old doesn't know the definition of what self-control is, but we can teach them in a way that they can understand this is what self-control is. And then we go and give examples. We actually have a cute little character called Amber Lamb in our curriculum. And so after we teach them, this is what self-control looks like. This is what it is. This is what it isn't. Let's listen to Amber Lamb and let her teach us about self-control, so they can see an actual example of someone who is their age in a scenario that maybe they'll come into, like in their classroom or even at home. This is what self-control looks like when mommy and daddy say, no, let's not get that today at the store. Having a happy heart and saying, okay, mommy and daddy, and it's okay to be disappointed, but we can't throw a fit, and telling them exactly what it looks like. And so they learn, oh, who's in control of me? I am. I can choose what kind of day I have, or patience, or generosity. Those are big words, but if we teach them from such a foundational level, it teaches them how they can have a great day and how they can be respectful. And I think that since we're teaching that at such a young age, and then every year going forward, that ensures them, this is how I become successful, by this foundation that's been built upon. So
did you see on Facebook the other day where this 22-year-old kid got mad at mom and dad because they only bought him a BMW and he wanted a Jaguar, so he pushed it off into the river?
Wow.
Self-control.
Self-control.
I think he needs to sign up.
He needs to sign up. Something interesting about the character training that goes on at Mountain Home Christian Academy, Dale, when I went over for a visit before I became involved at all, back several months ago, and went over and visited with Lori and kind of toured around in the halls a little bit. And I'm so impressed. I've been so impressed by this academy and what they've been doing in our community. We're fortunate to have really a lot of great public schools in our community as well. But for those that are looking for a Christian education, I've been so impressed standing back and observing as an educator from a different point of view, not being involved with them, and what they're doing, and seeing the result in those kiddos, because you can walk through the halls and you just really do see. Now, obviously, kids are going to be kids, and there's no group of kids that are perfect, but you can really see the respect instilled in these students. You can see those character traits. It will pull you in if you walk through the halls of Mountain Home Christian Academy. It's an impressive place. So I'm awfully proud to get to be a little tiny part of it, but it's an impressive place, and I think that character training is one of the reasons it's so important. That Christian foundation and character training is unmatched.
I have been in Sunday school classes and church services. Anybody wants to come in and do the morning prayer on TV, be here at 6:55. Nobody shows up except the kids from the Christian Academy, and I got them for 2 months.
Yes.
And that's the highlight of the year. Scooter, what do you mean nobody doing the prayer?
Yeah. It's such a privilege for them to be able to pray, a blessing over our community. And, Mrs. Blagg was talking about the respect, and that is something we try to instill in them, like Mrs. Gomez said, the character traits, manners, respect. Yes. We also emphasize patriotism.
Oh, yeah.
Along with all of this diminishing respect, there's been a loss of patriotism. Yes. There's so many things that, like you were talking about, to our grandparents or previous generations, those things were taught, and it's kind of gone by the wayside. So we feel it's very important for students to understand the blessing of liberty, but also of living in a country like the United States. And biblically, God places high value on authority and respect, and so we try to instill that in them through our curriculum, through our teachers modeling that. The staff members are all expected to model what they're teaching to the students, because, you know, like they say, more is
Practice what
caught
you
than
preach, huh?
taught.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
And we're excited. You know, it's small. We have about 142 students enrolled so
good.
far for this coming school year. Out of that, about 40 of those are in our early education program, and we're very excited about that. And we have room if we have room if people are interested in PK3 or K4. That area is growing, and we've made room for growth.
Yes.
And would love to have, if people are interested and they like what we're talking about with reading, early reading, and character traits, I encourage people to come for a visit.
Prayer in the classroom.
Yes.
The Pledge of
I'm so
Allegiance
glad. Yes.
without concern for
Yes.
someone telling you that you shouldn't do that in
you
the classroom.
That's, you know, we
And look where that's got us.
Yeah.
by taking it out. You mean?
You know, the biggest thing, and we've been joking about this through the whole focus on education throughout the last couple of days. Did you hear what Scooter did? He brought gum to school today. You know, not guns, gum.
Yeah.
Gum.
Yes.
That
Right.
was,
Yes.
ooh, you know, how dare you, you know.
Yeah, honestly, a fun story about that. When I first came to Mountain Home and started teaching at Pinkston Middle School, we were so excited to be in Mountain Home. There's great school systems here, and we were excited to be here, and I was excited to be a part of that district and to be able to teach the 6th grade there. But I was so entertained by it. We actually had a specially called teacher meeting one afternoon after school because we were having a terrible problem in the school. And I was not having a terrible problem in my classroom, and I thought, oh my, what has happened? You know, there's some... And literally, the discussion, the terrible problem that we were having is that there were too many children that were being allowed to chew gum in class, and the gum was ending up in the water fountains and all. And I thought, what a wonderful problem to have.
Yeah.
You know, what a wonderful problem to have. And of course, that was many years ago, but it was refreshing to me, having come from another area where we're having some issues that were a little bit more difficult than that to deal with, to come to something that was that innocent and sweet. So anyway, it's and you can feel that at Mountain Home Christian Academy. You know, you can just feel the sweetness and the sincerity and the good things that are going on there. If you come visit, y'all should come visit.
Yeah.
Back in 1967 and 68, the Cardinals were in the World Series, 67 against Boston, 68 against Detroit, but back then they played it during the day. So some of us guys would hide transistor radios in the desk with earplugs.
Oh, rebels.
Oh, how funny.
7:47, time for the final break. Be right back.
That's cute.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
For years I've lifted weights, probably 30 years. The last 2.5, 3 years I'd have pain in my back of my deltoid at the joint. And it was extremely painful, and it didn't matter if I lifted weights or what I did. Whenever I pushed on anything, it hurt. Dr. Osgood had told me about this laser therapy, and so I tried it. 4 sessions later, 0 pain. And now I'm lifting weights again with no pain.
Are you ready for some football? Hometown TV is back with live football and the game of the week. Friday night, area high school football with announcer Bob Rechtenwald, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Visit hometowntv.net for schedule and show times.
Plus, watch instant replay live from your mobile device, whether at the game or not, right here on K26 and XL7.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
$7.50. Let's take a peek at the White River. Did the fog lift down there yet?
Yeah, actually it did.
There it is. There it is.
Ta-da! Nice,
Pretty.
caught her.
That's pretty. Yeah.
The beautiful White River.
shot.
That's brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora.
What a beautiful shot.
Wow. Mountain Home Christian Academy. What are our final? You take no government money, teach no Common Core.
Nope. Nope. But you know, the fact that we don't take that government money allows us to have prayer in the
Yes.
school, like Mrs. Blagg was saying.
Isn't it funny how the government can take the money we earn, they call it taxes, we send it to them, and then they tell us what we can and can't do if we want our money back.
Right. Right. So
Something as simple as prayer. Look at where it's got us. You know, that came through 63, 64. That was Earl Warren's Supreme Court. When Madalyn Murray O'Hara, you know, all this stuff. Look where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
You'd rather have a prayer in school or a gunman in school? Seriously.
prayers, plural.
You got it.
Lots of prayer.
You're getting exactly what you're asking for. I mean, you look at all these people that have asked to remove God out of the school systems, and then they want to complain when something happens. Where were you, God? What?
Well, you
exactly
told me
what
that-
you asked.
Yeah,
Right.
you told me I wasn't welcome. You know,
Right.
and at one point, Kentucky removed the 10th commandment. Well, we don't want kids acting that way. Really? You know, sometimes we lack some common sense here. You know,
That's
heaven forbid that we insult the Muslims. Really?
Well, that's
After they knock down a half a dozen buildings. I mean, come on, people.
something that certainly sets Mountain Home Christian Academy apart with their morning routine and how you get
Yes.
started over there. Isn't
Yes. We have a morning assembly every morning, and all the students, all the grades come in. So from the youngest 3-year-old all the way up to the student that's a senior, everybody's in that assembly room together. So it's like a family. There's somewhat of a family atmosphere there. And we greatly encourage the older students to be mindful of the fact that little ones are looking up to them. But we gather in there, we say pledges to the American flag, the flag of the United States of America. We say pledges to the Christian flag and pledges to the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
We also do school-wide Bible verse memorization. And so that's something that we learn during our morning assembly. Every month we learn a new verse school-wide. And the students take a lot of joy and pride in learning those verses. Some of them can recite the entire year worth of verses at the end of the year.
And that's in
which is-
addition to their classroom memory
Yes.
verses already. So it's amazing to see them be able to do
Yes,
that.
they're hiding God's word in their heart. And
Yes.
here again, the truth to
Yeah.
build a foundation on truth, big T, not truth, little t. All right. And so that's helping to lay that foundation. So we gather in there. That gives us our family time. And we are showing them, again, respect for our country, respect for God and His Word. And then when we do our memorization, we have sometimes a devotional, and then we always try to acknowledge accomplishments or special things that might be going on in a student's life, and we celebrate birthdays. We also have some healthy competition that goes on, and it's a fun time. And then we always close with prayer. And so then they head to class after we have our morning assembly. On Wednesdays, we have chapels, and we bring in
Really?
guest ministers from the community, and the students always look forward to that because it's a new, fresh face, and our chapel guests are usually wonderful, excellent
What was it,
communicators.
Mayor Dillard and I, we had a letter. What was that? Was that the governor's letter?
That you brought thanking our students for praying on the radio.
That's right. Yeah, we were still on radio in those days, I think.
That's
yeah.
right. We used to come over to the other location.
Asa Hutchinson signed every letter personally.
Yes.
and had like dear and wrote in the name Sally or Ben or whatever, and had signed. And what we had several.
Yes, there were quite a few. I want to say like 30-something students, and you came over and you guys did the presentation, and they each got their letter thanking them for praying on the radio. Very special.
That's been a few years ago.
Be careful, you'll give away some
Yeah,
things.
I know,
Careful.
What else? What we got? 6 minutes? What, or 5 minutes coming up?
5 minutes.
The pledges. We used to do all those pledges. The Christian flag and Bible during VBS.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, have we reaped the benefits of the Woodstock generation? Y'all may be too young to remember Woodstock. You remember Woodstock.
Why do you point at me like I'm the old one sitting over here, Dale?
You're retired, aren't you? But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. We do have different. I mean, every generation has had its own set of issues.
Yeah.
And my goodness, as we get further along in society, there are so many other things to consider beyond Woodstock. And I think that's one thing that's great about a Christian education is that you keep your foundation firm and where it needs to be. And one thing I love about Mountain Home Christian Academy is that the academy is non-denominational, and so there are children from all walks that come there and just study from the Bible and learn about respect and learn about country and the importance in keeping God in your life.
Learning
truth.
the truth.
That's truth, like Miss Mathis said. So anyway, I think it's no matter what generation one comes from or what you may be facing, that certainly is where you find your foundation. You go back. We can always go back to that as our foundation, truth. So that's a great thing about this academy that we have right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Pretty amazing.
Other final thoughts? What have we got about?
Yeah, she mentioned the fact that we're non-denominational, and sometimes people are like, how does that work? And I'm like, well, first of all, it's an amazing representation of unity.
Yeah.
Because we have, our board is represented by different denominations. Now, I'm not saying different faiths, okay? This is a Christian school. We're talking Christian denominations, so different denominations. And our board has different denominations that are represented through our
But
board
you're not
members.
preaching denominations. You're
No.
preaching
We
the
focus
truth
on
of
the
Jesus Christ.
absolutes.
Yes.
So we have even our staff are from different denominations. All of our students, I think we have about 28 different churches represented through our school.
And that's a good thing.
But we focus on the absolutes, the things that unite us, not the small things that might divide us. So small, someone interprets one portion of Scripture slightly different, but the things that are absolutes, those are the things that unite us,
Let's
and those
take
are the
the
things
Ten
we
Commandments,
focus on.
for instance.
That
it
is-
doesn't say, dear Baptists, follow this, or
That's
dear
right.
Catholics, follow. It's,
Thou shalt not.
here you go.
Right. God's word.
Yeah.
Those are God's words.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
you can't really argue with the creator of the universe.
Some are trying.
His
So what do you
word
look
will
forward to-
stand.
what do you look forward to the most on Monday, the 19th?
Oh my goodness, just seeing the students.
Yes.
That's the best
Yes.
part, watching them come in. And some of them are like so excited, I got this, and they're high-fiving their friends. And then other ones you can tell they come and they're kind of like,
Timid.
and you just want to run up to them, it's going to be okay, come on in. So yeah, the students, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. And just seeing how much, in the summertime,
yes.
3 months, how much they've grown, not
Yes.
just physically, but even emotionally
Yes.
and socially. It's pretty cool
It's
to
a
see
lot
that.
of fun.
So
I
that's
bet
the most
it is.
exciting
I bet
part.
it
And of
is,
course, all of our colleagues. I think that's exciting too. We're a team, and that's what we feel like when we come back is
Right.
we can do this together. So
Yes.
it's exciting to get together.
And I love just, you're starting the school year fresh, everything seems nice and clean and in its place.
Yes.
And
And,
isn't
you
it
know, for the
wonderful? I was going to say, isn't it wonderful too, as you started in that nice, clean place, it is almost like as the children come in, the level of excitement just
Yes.
grows. The building comes alive again.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
first of the school year, the building has kind of been silent and resting through the
Right.
summer, and then it just comes alive again. I used to love it when I was teaching the
You know,
first
as a
few days
student,
of
I
school.
remember opening that box of crayons for the first time
That
that Dad had
smell.
bought.
Yes, yes.
That new pen and pencil set.
Yeah, everything's so
Yeah.
special.
And then somebody across the classroom is going to eat one of those crayons.
Oh, yeah. good memories. Let's see, about 30 seconds. Final thoughts. Who wants it?
Well, I want to say thank you for having
Well,
us.
Absolutely.
We are delighted to be
Yeah,
here.
we're looking
and
forward to the kids coming and do the prayer.
Yes.
we
Yeah.
will get them in here.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything you guys do in the community.
Yes.
All the things you do to promote this
Definitely.
Well,
community.
we've got football coming up now, and that and the funny thing is they'll get probably 7,000 to 8,000 people logged in because the visitors log in to watch. So Mount Home businesses have a great opportunity there.
That's wonderful. Thank
So
you.
it's good to see y'all. Wish you best
Thank you.
success and
Thank
praying for
you.
the students and everybody.
Thank
so
you
we better
so
wrap it up.
much.
So have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.